Lions fans, Lions fans, Lions fans, Lions fans. What's going on, man? It's the New Breed 313 Sports. Hollering at y'all, man, live and in color from Detroit, Michigan. Y'all know what it is, man. Lions in the season 9-8. Good win against the Chicago Bears, sweeping the Bears. Anytime you sweep Ben Johnson, it's always at the end of the season, it's always a good thing. Always a good thing. So, yes, it hasn't been the season that we all wanted it to, but this is what happens when you have injuries in certain positions. Uh, when you have a head coach calling plays, when you have a first year defensive coordinator, and it's just a lot of things, man. Inconsistent O line, um, injuries pretty much everywhere. Kirby, Brian Branch, um, Laporta, St. Brown had some injuries. J-Mo had some injuries. Damn near, Davenport. Uh, man, a lot of people have had injuries. There's some guys. Aleem McNeil coming back. We had McNeil and DJ Reader, Tyleek Williams. Injury to Terrion Arnold, even though to me, we felt the effects of not having Terrion Arnold. People can say whatever they want to about Terrion Arnold, grabs too much, gets too many penalties. But once he settled down in the game, he does his thing. Because you could see that because DJ Reed and Amik Robinson was getting beat like crazy. Yeah, Terrion Arnold got beat, but not as much as DJ Reed and Amik Robinson. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? The inconsistency in the run game, not running the ball to David Montgomery. And I said this the last two seasons. Run the goddamn ball to David Montgomery. Let me say it again. As my dog looking at me. Run the damn ball to David Montgomery. Not taking anything away from Gibbs. Gibbs is a good running back. But you have to balance that. If you're in a goal line situation, go to David Montgomery. Push the line. But hey, it's hard to do that when the middle of your line is not consistent with blocking. And in certain ways, they were better blocking for Gibbs than they were David Montgomery. David Montgomery literally had to fight for all of his yards. He's fighting through injuries. First year Tesla, inconsistent, has potential. Inconsistent, has potential. Inconsistent, has potential. I'm proud of Jameson Williams as far as he didn't do anything off the field to jeopardize him missing games. Now, he's done some stuff on the field. Jameson Williams being Jameson Williams, we know how he is. Sometimes you could kind of tell that he's smoking something by the way he talks and stuff. I guess, Southern guy, but I guess I don't know. But this ain't the same kind of St. Brown that we used to, even though he's for the most part been consistent throughout his career. Like I said, Penei Sewell is one of the best. Taylor Decker had a cool season. Cologne was okay. Some of these guys was okay, but Ratledge, Glasgow, they man, work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Zadarius Smith had a nice season. To me, that's the guy you go to on the other side of Hutch. And in some cases, man, it seemed like not Zadarius Smith. I'm tripping. Muhammad. I'm tripping. Muhammad had a nice season. That's Zadarius Smith 2.0. He had a nice season. Hutch, throughout injury and him being this way, I mean, he's not Myles Garrett good, but had a nice season. I thought DJ Reader, Lee McNeil, okay. It's just I feel like the middle should put more pressure. There's been times this year to where, man, them holes was just broken too much, had leeway too much. Certain games, it was just, man, it's like, damn, the middle of the field be open. Anzalone had a nice season. Derek Barnes had a nice season. Jack Campbell, impressive season. Nice season. Light years ahead. You can see the growth in Jack Campbell. Terry Arnold, incomplete because he was injured. DJ Reed, fair. Meek Robinson, Kirby Joseph, incomplete because he was injured. Brian Branch. At times, Brian Branch gets beat. As he gets beat from time to time. If it's tight ends, wide receivers, whatever. He gets beat a lot at tight ends and running backs. You know what I'm saying? He hits hard. He's a he reminds me of like the old school safeties that hit hard stuff. We need that. We need that back in the game. Dan Campbell, really, we realized that his play calling was too conservative. You gotta have more faith in your OC, man. If you don't have faith in your OC, you got to find somebody else. Got to find somebody else. You know, and Dan Campbell has to find an OC. He shouldn't have to do the play calling and then be the coach and stuff like that. We seen that with Cincinnati, and we saw how that came out. Even though Jamar Chase had a nice season, but he ain't had no quarterbacks. They got hurt. You got Burrow, but he stayed hurt. Like I said, the run game, not as good as it was last year. So I'm gonna get to Jared Goff, and I'm gonna say this: the Jared Goff hate. The Jared Goff hate this season is ridiculous. It is unheard of. Now, is there some plays that he does that you be like, what the fuck is he doing? Yes. You should run the ball. That what was that game? That Pittsburgh game. Wide open lane, all you got to do is run. They giving it to you. And you pass and get the penalty or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God, dog. Just run the goddamn ball, bro. My God, just run. You know, and they need the quarterback sneak Goff more, man. Goff a big dude. Pause. He's a big guy. Tall. Do that. You don't have to get the running back. I know you got, trust in your running backs, but have trust in Goff. I know we don't want him to get hurt, and we got to give credit to Goff, man. He stayed healthy. Because if he's not healthy, this team is in shambles. What other quarterback do you want? I mean, if you get him and you get these quarterbacks, these backup quarterbacks we got, it wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked. So we got to give Goff credit for staying healthy and for getting 4,500 yards and eight interceptions, and both was second to Stafford. Now, do I think Stafford should be MVP? And do I think he should be the MVP? Yes, I do. I think he's one of the guys. Absolutely. He's had a great season. To be honest with you, he should be MVP. Or one of the guys that need to be considered. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You got to put him in there. You got to put in Bo Nix, because Bo Nix in Denver has had a wonderful season. You got to, hey, man, the Seahawks, Sam Darnold, once again, he's put the Seahawks at the top seed. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? I know some people like, yeah, I knew that, man. I predicted that shit. You didn't predict shit. Some of y'all be thinking y'all be predicting stuff and all that, man. Y'all, come on, man. If that's the case, you could have been psychics and you could have won some money on it, but you didn't. So stop it. But like I said, man, the golf hate is ridiculous, man. Like, his dude's trash. He's butt. He's ass crack. He's this. He's that. You know, them emotional fans, don't want to say no names, but these emotional fans always blame golf. Oh, man, so blame golf for the offense, blame golf for the defense, blame them for dropping the footballs, not getting tackles, not getting interceptions. It's always golf fault. That's these emotional fans. And I'm just like, well, we should draft a quarterback. Why? The man passed the ball for 4,500 yards. Didn't get sacked that much. I mean, even though the offensive line in the middle was questionable, they still only allowed eight sacks. So we got to give them credit on that. But all this hate towards golf is ridiculous. And then people talking about they should let go of Dan Campbell. No. Because if that's the case, you might as well get rid of damn near every head coach in the NFC North then. Because they all finished over 500. What division everybody is going over 500? Now, granted, they're the only one. Them and the Vikings, they didn't go to playoffs. It happens. But Packers by default went, and the Bears went because they won the division. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the playoffs, but they got to play each other. So that really going to be something. So this playoff picture is going to be something, man. It's going to be some good games. But season recap, man, you can say it's disappointing the way things ended. 9-8, the struggles, the injuries, but every team has injuries. It's got to be next man up. So you got to do out everything. Some bright spots. Thomas Harper thought he had a nice season. Like I said, Jack Campbell thought he had a nice season, Pro Bowl type season. Laporta, like I said, Muhammad had a nice season. I thought he should have been considered as a Pro Bowl selection, but hey, man, good to have Hutch there. But there's definitely, some bright spots to look forward to next season. I think I looked at some of the teams they playing next season. It could be a winnable schedule. I know you got to play Buffalo and all, and some of these other teams. Carolina's going to be up and coming. They won, their division, which nobody seen that coming. Nobody saw that coming. If you saw that come, so if you saw Carolina win a division, you're a damn liar. You are a damn liar. Nobody saw that coming. They could be an up and coming team. So that schedule is doable. They could possibly get about. You can see them getting about 11, 12 wins, possibly 13. I don't know. That's possible. But we'll see. But they should just use this season as a learning season, get everybody back healthy. That's the main goal. And just, man, because the last 2 years, man, we just had some guys that just hurt. I know last season was worse because we had about damn near 100 people injured that year. But, it was tough, man. You could just see it. You can see by the guys that's out. But, next season, hopefully we'll get better. We're going to see how these fans are going to be, if they real fans or if they fake fans, emotional fans, whatever. We just going to see. But things going to I can see a bounce back season for the Lions. We're going to see, man, because, with these ticket sales and stuff, we're going to see if training camp is going. Well, I still predict training camp is going to be sold out just like this past year, because this year was so much of a disaster when trying to get tickets with that. Season tickets, still people is, on that wait list. So it's going to be more people in that wait list. So I would advise people to have a season ticket, man, because it's going to be cheaper, because the price of like going to 3-4 games, you could get you a season ticket for that much. And you can go to every game. So even if it's like a high top seat, I ain't got no shame in it. Hell, I got an up top seat, and I'm cool. Now, the only thing I don't like, the leg room in a lot of these arenas, and I got to put LCA up there. The leg room is horrible, especially for a guy that got long legs and that's 6 feet tall, 6 feet 6'1". I got some long legs, man, and I can't stretch too much, man, because it's so the seating is so close together, and you're elbow to elbow, so you don't even have enough to like stretch and shit, man. And I don't understand why these arenas and stadiums don't make these games for like tall people, man. That shit is painful, bro. It's painful. They're all close together and shit. You be like, God damn. Hey, it is what it is, man. Season recap. 2025-2026 season of Detroit Lions, 9-8. Y'all tell me, what should we get in the draft? What players we need to try to get? How do y'all feel about Jared Goff? How y'all feel about Dan Campbell? How y'all feel about just this whole season? Just let me know how y'all feel about the whole season. Is this a disappointment? Is it a fail? Just let me know. Go in the comment section, man. Let me, tell your story. Even on Facebook, my Facebook people. What up, though? I can't see now. I can't see if y'all have any comments on there, because I'm like strictly on the StreamYard, so I couldn't tell you if you had any comments on there. I'll read it probably after the video. So if y'all got doing that, I can't see it. My bad. Not that I'm avoiding what you're saying. I just can't see it because I'm strictly on the StreamYard. So my bad to y'all. But yeah, man, I just think disappointing season, but there's always next season. You know what I'm saying? Dan Campbell, is he gonna have free? Is he gonna let his OC be an OC, or do we gotta find somebody else, or do we feel good at just taking over the whole offense? I think he has to have trust in his OC. Let him get that experience in. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. But we'll see. But thank y'all so much, man. This is the New Breed 313 Sports. All platforms, man. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything, man. Looking forward to May speak definitely do some more videos on the Lions and who they should draft or and everything like that. So y'all stay tuned to that, man. But in the meantime, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace out.
Outside. We gotta go on the run, boys.
You ain't seen? I know you seen Rudy.
We gonna win today. That's good. See what we gonna do? We gonna beat them Bears. We gonna beat Ben Johnson for being a traitor. And we gonna come in like a bunch of crazed dogs.
There you go.
And if we see him on the sidelines, we gonna tackle him too. Just believe in us and abandon us.
There you go. Hey,
One pride.
Hey, what Lawrence Taylor say?